We've arrived in Kyoto, one of the older capitals of Japan, and actually now it's Tokyo, and we stayed at the Royal Park Campus. As you can see, it's located in the center of Kyoto, easily accessible to the JR line. That's the Nijo station. And the beauty of it is we had a JR pass, so you could take that train for free, including into the pass. And we're also close to the Nijo Castle. And there was even a small shopping mall next to it where we could have delicious foods and a big arcade. As we entered the hotel, we were quite surprised by actually the size of the lobby slash dining breakfast room. It was big. It was big. As you enter, you can actually have two options. If you're Japanese, you go to the reception desk, and if you're, let's say, non-Japanese, you go to the reception, let's say the automatic reception panel, and you can check in yourself. If you have any questions, the staff will help you, of course, but this is just for foreigners to make it much easier to communicate with a machine instead of a person who maybe the English is not always that good, but that's fine. We really liked it. As you can see, they have a big lobby where you can sit, relax, and just hang around and maybe just look at tourist maps and find out where you want to go. And one of the beauties of this hotel was there were a lot of amenities. The drinks you could get here were like all kinds of coffee. So you get ice cubes, you can get a cup, you can get a to-go cup, and there was a machine that you can take any coffee you want. So it's super nice. This is all included in the price. If you want, you can even spice it up with some caramel or some other sweet stuff. And we of course went with a cool drink, iced cafe latte. And the flavor was actually quite good for machine coffee. Now it's time for the pièce de résistance, the room. We booked a moderate king for 90 euros per night. That did not include breakfast, but we were perfectly fine with that. As we enter the room, we're greeted by the lovely Lawrence, and you can maybe immediately see a little bit already. It's a bigger size room than you, for example, if you go to Tokyo. We immediately go into the bathroom. That was a little bit smaller compared to the room, but it had everything, and it had the most important thing, the Japanese toilet. That is just heaven for your rear end. And this was a little bit less, had a little bit less functions, but it still had everything you needed for a toilet. Because the previous toilet was like super deluxe, had everything you wanted. You didn't have to lift up the seat, do anything. It also came with a lot of amenities. You had some in the room, and you could get some downstairs. And we even had a tub. I technically did not use the tub myself, only Laura did. I went to the onsen every night, because the onsen is just a great place. We sadly could not film, because it's basically just a Japanese, let's say Japanese bathhouse. And it was free, included. So as you get a small glimpse of the room, you can see it's a big king bed. And look who's there, it's me, looking out the window for more likes and subscribes. The room itself had like all the amenities again, what I said, like also the water cooker, and you have a fridge and like all kinds of cutlery, cups, and it's always hard for Laura to find the right side of the door, but it's okay. We found it and we filled it up with our own stuff. And you can see the safe is actually safely tucked in into below. It was a little bit on the smaller side, just you cannot put your laptop in or anything, but like passports and all that stuff, it's easy to fit in. And here's the bed. It was a giant bed. It was comfy, it was soft and hard at the same time. You know, when you lay down, it feels soft enough, but not too soft when you dip into the bed. And it comes with our own Japanese pajamas, which you should be wearing when you go to the onsen or when you just want to relax in the room. I had it on like every evening after a long day of walking, and like, yes, let's go, onsen time. TV itself was very modern. You had a lot of apps and things installed on the TV, so it was really easy. And here we had some special stuff next to the bed. It was the easy switches to turn off lights, and also a little like old school radio style thing. It's just a radio. I mean, you could connect it with Bluetooth and play your music or use it as a radio. And now we have a look outside. It was a little bit rainy because we arrived in a typhoon, So yeah, this is the view when it's rainy. So yeah, one more last look at the room. It was a nice room, nice size, everything we wanted, and bed super comfortable. The most important thing. So what the hotel also has, and that was easy for us as travelers, was washing machines, which you can also see on the TV, by the way, if it's in use or not, and if it's ready or not. So you just pick a machine, you put in the money, they have a washing and drying function, and we use it because it's just so easy to do it in a hotel. And if you want, you can get unlimited ice. Another free stuff room was this room. It had extra pillows, extra blankets, air purifier. They had even ironing curls for women, and they had, well, as you can see, they had a lot of free stuff you can just take and leave it in your room, and then when you're done, they take it and they clean it and they do everything with it, so you don't even have to bring it back. Now, as we enter the gym, you can see that it was on the smaller side, but it had everything you need. You had some dumbbells, you had some bikes to warm up, even a treadmill. So even if it's for a hotel gym, it was fine. It had everything you needed. Do you want more? Of course, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, and this is what you got. And Laura, always happy to be in the gym. Now on to breakfast. As you can see, the drinks is the same, and that's open during breakfast only for the breakfast people, but that opens after breakfast, like 11 or 12. It opens for everybody who stays in the hotel. The breakfast itself I think it was quite extensive. We only booked it once, just to try it and to film it for all of you to see what they have. They have a lot of the basic stuff. The flavor was fine. I mean, I think the issue I have with breakfast, I eat too much with breakfast. So when I see a lot of food and I paid for food, then I want the food. So they had all kinds of soups and also all kinds of fruits. You can make your own salad. They had yogurt, so you can make it as hearty or healthy as you want. We really enjoyed the Royal Park Campus Hotel in Kyoto. The room was great, the staff was awesome, and the amenities, we loved them all. We want to thank you so much for watching our video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because our next video we're going to the Royal Park Campus in Osaka. Bye!